In the beginning, before the Olympian gods ruled the heavens, the earth itself, Gaia, gave birth to the giants. These colossal beings emerged from the very soil, infused with the raw power of Gaia and the blood of Uranus, the sky god. Their creation was a testament to the earth's immense strength and untamed spirit. The giants were towering figures, far larger than any mortal or deity. Their sheer size and incredible might made them formidable opponents. With muscles like mountains and voices that could shake the earth, they commanded respect and fear wherever they went. Each giant possessed unique features, some with multiple arms, others with fiery eyes, and a few even had serpentine legs. From their inception, the giants were destined for conflict. Their existence was a challenge to the newly emerging Olympian gods, who sought to establish order and dominance in the cosmos. This inherent tension between the primordial forces of Gaia and the structured power of the Olympians set the stage for an epic struggle that would shape the fate of the gods and the world. As the giants grew in number and strength, so did their desire to overthrow the Olympians. They saw the gods as usurpers, disrupting the ancient harmony of the earth. Their discontent with the Olympian gods intensified. They resented Zeus and his siblings for taking control of the cosmos, believing that the earth and its primordial forces rightfully belonged to them. The giants felt that the gods had disrupted the ancient balance, prioritizing their own rule over the harmonious existence Gaia had intended. Driven by their grievances, the giants began to voice their rebellion. Their leader, Alcyoneus, a giant of unmatched strength, called upon his brethren to rise against the Olympians. Alcyoneus rallied not only the giants but also other fearsome creatures that shared their desire for upheaval. Monsters like the fierce Cyclopes and the terrifying Hecatoncheires joined their cause, swelling their ranks and making their opposition even more formidable. The giants understood that to challenge the Olympians effectively, they needed to overthrow Zeus, the king of the gods. Zeus's control over thunder and lightning made him the most powerful among the gods, and defeating him would dismantle the entire divine hierarchy. The strategic importance of targeting Zeus was clear. Without their leader, the Olympians would falter, and the giants could seize control of the heavens and the earth. With their alliances solidified and their strategy set, the giants prepared to march on Olympus. Their march was a display of sheer power, shaking the very foundations of the world as they advanced. The sky darkened with their presence, and the air crackled with the tension of the impending war. The stage was set for an epic confrontation, as the giants declared their challenge to Zeus and the Olympian gods, igniting the spark that would lead to the legendary Gigantomachy. With the threat of the giants looming over Olympus, Zeus knew that decisive action was necessary to protect his reign and the divine order. As the king of the gods, Zeus embodied leadership and strength. His presence alone commanded respect, and his unwavering determination inspired those around him. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Zeus swiftly moved to gather the other Olympian gods, ensuring that each had a vital role in the impending battle. Zeus called upon Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare, whose strategic mind was unparalleled. Athena began devising battle plans, analyzing the giants' strengths and weaknesses to create effective strategies. Apollo, the god of the sun and archery, offered his unparalleled skill with the bow, ready to strike from a distance. Artemis, Apollo's twin sister and the goddess of the hunt, brought her expertise in tracking and stealth, essential for ambushing the formidable giants. Hephaestus, the master blacksmith, was summoned to forge powerful weapons and armor tailored for each god's unique abilities. His craftsmanship ensured that the Olympians were well equipped to face their colossal foes. Poseidon, god of the sea, lent his control over the waters, ready to unleash devastating tidal waves or summon sea creatures to aid in the battle. Ares, the god of war, embraced his role with fervor, eager to engage in the fierce combat that awaited. Assembling the army wasn't just about gathering power, it was about fostering unity among the gods. Zeus emphasized the importance of working together, combining their diverse strengths to form a cohesive force against the giants. The gods forged alliances, understanding that their survival depended on their ability to collaborate seamlessly. Divine bonds were strengthened as they prepared for the conflict, each god contributing their unique talents to the collective effort. Zeus also reached out to lesser deities and heroes who could lend their support. Heroes like Heracles, renowned for his incredible strength and heroic deeds, were enlisted to bolster the Olympian ranks. Their presence added an extra layer of might and valor, essential for facing the overwhelming force of the giants. With the Olympian army assembled and strategies in place, Zeus felt a surge of confidence. The gods were united, each bringing their strengths to the battlefield. The tension mounted, and the anticipation of war filled the air, signaling that the clash between Zeus and the giants was inevitable. With the Olympian army assembled, the gods knew that victory against the giants required more than just their natural powers. Preparation was key to facing such formidable foes. At the heart of these preparations was Hephaestus, the master blacksmith of the gods. Deep within his fiery forge, Hephaestus worked tirelessly, hammering out weapons of unmatched power and craftsmanship. His creations were not just tools of war, they were masterpieces imbued with divine energy. Hephaestus crafted Zeus's iconic thunderbolt, a weapon capable of unleashing devastating lightning strikes that could obliterate even the mightiest of giants. For Athena, he forged a gleaming spear and a sturdy shield, perfect for her strategic prowess in battle. Apollo received a golden bow, its arrows swift and unerring, ready to rain down from above. Artemis was equipped with her own bow and a quiver of enchanted arrows, ideal for her precision and stealth in the fight. Each god brought their unique abilities and specially crafted weapons to the battlefield. Poseidon wielded his trident, able to command the seas and summon monstrous sea creatures to fight alongside the Olympians. Ares, the god of war, carried a fearsome sword and donned armor that made him nearly invincible in combat. Hermes, the swift messenger, was armed with his winged sandals and a pair of sharp, silver daggers, perfect for quick strikes and agile maneuvers. As the gods prepared their armaments, they also strategized their positions on the battlefield. Olympus itself became a fortress with strategic vantage points and fortified positions that allowed the gods to maximize their strengths. Zeus took his place at the forefront, his thunderbolt ready to strike. Athena positioned herself where she could oversee the entire battlefield, directing the movements of her fellow gods with precision. Apollo and Artemis took to the skies, their bows drawn, ready to provide cover from above. The layout of Olympus was meticulously planned to ensure that every god could contribute effectively. Hephaestus's forge was transformed into a command center, where weapons and armor could be swiftly distributed as needed. Poseidon secured the watery boundaries, ensuring that no giant could approach from the seas unnoticed. Ares and Hermes coordinated their forces, blending brute strength with swift tactics to outmaneuver the giants. With their divine weapons in hand and their battle strategies in place, the Olympian gods stood ready for the impending clash. The air was thick with anticipation as the gods of Olympus prepared to defend their realm against the overwhelming force of the giants. Every detail had been considered, every weapon forged to perfection, and every god knew their role in the battle that was about to unfold. As the giants marched towards Olympus, the tension in the air was palpable. The first clash between the Olympian gods and the giants erupted on the plains near Mount Olympus, setting the stage for an epic confrontation. The ground trembled as the massive giants advanced, their roars echoing across the landscape. The gods stood ready, their divine weapons gleaming under the stormy skies, prepared to defend their realm at all costs. One of the earliest and most intense battles saw Zeus himself take on Porphyrion, one of the mightiest giants. Porphyrion towered over Zeus, his strength seemingly unmatched as he swung a colossal club with ease. Zeus countered with his thunderbolt, the sky crackling with energy as lightning met raw power. The clash between them was a spectacle of divine might versus primordial force, each blow shaking the very foundations of the earth. Meanwhile, Athena engaged Enceladus, a cunning giant known for his strategic mind. Their duel was a test of wit and skill, with Athena's precision and tactical brilliance pitted against Enceladus's brute strength and resilience. The giants proved to be formidable adversaries, their raw power often overwhelming the gods in the early stages of battle. One notable encounter involved Gaia herself, who sided with the giants to bolster their numbers. Her presence amplified their strength, making them even more dangerous. In another skirmish, Poseidon faced off against Alcyoneus, the leader of the giants. The sea god summoned massive tidal waves and unleashed sea creatures to aid him. But Alcyoneus's immense strength allowed him to withstand Poseidon's onslaught, pushing the god to his limits. These early battles showcase the sheer ferocity and scale of the conflict, with both sides experiencing significant victories and setbacks that would shape the course of the war. Despite the gods' divine abilities, the giants' relentless assaults caused moments of doubt and vulnerability among the Olympians. The sheer size and endurance of the giants meant that even the most powerful gods had to fight harder than ever before. However, these initial encounters also revealed the strengths and weaknesses of both factions. The gods began to understand the importance of their strategies and the necessity of working together to counter the giants' might. As the battle between the Olympian gods and the giants raged on, it became clear that the gods alone might not be enough to secure victory. Enter Heracles, the legendary hero renowned for his incredible strength and heroic deeds. Heracles had long been a favorite of the gods, particularly Zeus, who saw in him the perfect champion to aid in this monumental conflict. Heracles' motivation to join the fray was twofold. Firstly, his deep respect and loyalty to Zeus and the Olympian order drove him to stand alongside the gods in their time of need. Secondly, the promise of glory and the honor of fighting alongside divine beings ignited his heroic spirit. With his 12 labors behind him, Heracles was eager to prove his might once more, on a grander stage. The moment Heracles stepped onto the battlefield, the tide began to turn. His presence alone was enough to inspire the gods and strike fear into the hearts of the giants. One of his first confrontations was with Enceladus, a cunning giant known for his strategic mind and immense strength. The clash between Heracles and Enceladus was nothing short of legendary. With every powerful swing of his mighty club, Heracles matched the giant's brute force, eventually overpowering him and sending him tumbling back into the earth. Another pivotal moment came when Heracles faced Alcyoneus, the leader of the giants. Alcyoneus was no ordinary foe. His strength was unmatched, and his resilience seemed unbreakable. The battle was fierce and grueling, with neither combatant willing to yield. However, Heracles' sheer determination and unparalleled endurance allowed him to land the decisive blow, bringing down the formidable leader and demoralizing the remaining giants. Heracles' victories did more than just eliminate powerful adversaries. They also showcased the perfect synergy between the gods and heroes. While Zeus wielded his thunderbolt and Athena strategized with precision, Heracles provided the brute strength and heroic valor necessary to confront the giants head-on. This collaboration highlighted the importance of unity and combined strengths in overcoming seemingly insurmountable challenges. Moreover, Heracles' heroic feats inspired other heroes to join the battle, swelling the ranks of the Olympian forces. His presence bridged the gap between divine power and mortal courage, creating a formidable alliance that the giants found increasingly difficult to contend with. Together, the gods and heroes began to push back against the giants' relentless assault, inching closer to victory with each heroic act. With Heracles leading the charge, the Olympian army gained a renewed sense of hope and determination. His heroic deeds not only weakened the giants, but also reinforced the belief that the gods and their allies could triumph over the primordial forces threatening their reign. As the battle between the Olympian gods and the giants intensified, several key duels emerged that would define the outcome of the Gigantomachy. These epic confrontations showcased the true might and strategy of both sides, ultimately tipping the scales in favor of the gods. One of the most legendary battles unfolded between Zeus and Porphyrion, one of the fiercest giant leaders. Porphyrion, towering and relentless, wielded a massive club that could crush mountains. The sky darkened as Zeus summoned his thunderbolt, lightning arcing through the clouds. Their clash was a spectacle of divine power against primal strength. Each strike from Zeus's thunderbolt met Porphyrion's brute force, creating shockwaves that reverberated across the battlefield. Despite Porphyrion's immense power, Zeus's mastery over the skies and his unyielding determination gave him the upper hand. With a final mighty throw of his thunderbolt, Zeus brought Porphyrion to his knees, marking a significant victory for the Olympians. Meanwhile, Athena and Heracles confronted Enceladus, another formidable giant known for his cunning and resilience. Athena, with her spear gleaming, coordinated with Heracles, whose immense strength was unmatched. Their teamwork was flawless, each move calculated to outmaneuver Enceladus. With a powerful swing, Heracles sent the giant sprawling, while Athena delivered a decisive strike that left Enceladus unable to continue the fight. The duel was a test of wits and skill, with Athena anticipating every move of her adversary. Utilizing her superior tactics, Athena outmaneuvered Enceladus, ultimately defeating him and weakening the giant's strategic capabilities. This victory was a turning point, demonstrating the perfect harmony between the gods and their heroic allies. As the battle raged on, Poseidon and Ares took on Alcyoneus, the mighty leader of the giants. Ares charged with his fearsome sword, embodying the very essence of war. Alcyoneus fought with relentless fury, but the combined might of Poseidon and Ares proved too much. Poseidon, armed with his trident, commanded the very waters to his will, summoning massive tidal waves and sea creatures to aid him in battle. Alcyoneus, fueled by his unending strength, battled fiercely against Poseidon's aquatic assaults. The clash between earth and sea was intense, with both combatants pushing each other to their limits. However, Poseidon's control over the waters and his relentless attacks gradually wore down Alcyoneus, leading to his eventual downfall. With a final, devastating blow, Alcyoneus was brought down, his rebellion crushed under the weight of divine and martial prowess. These standout battles were not just displays of individual prowess, but also strategic maneuvers that showcased the gods' ability to adapt and coordinate their efforts. Divine interventions played a crucial role in these turning points. For instance, Hera, the queen of the gods, used her divine influence to inspire and bolster the morale of the Olympian forces. Apollo and Artemis provided critical support from the skies, using their bows to take down giants from above, while Hephaestus ensured that the gods' weapons remained in peak condition. As the gods continued to secure these key victories, the morale of the giants began to falter. Each defeat weakened their resolve, and the relentless onslaught of the Olympian forces began to take its toll. The giants, once confident in their ability to overthrow the gods, started to show signs of exhaustion and despair. The strategic brilliance of Athena, the raw power of Zeus and Poseidon, and the heroic efforts of Heracles and other heroes created a unified front that the giants struggled to overcome. With each epic duel and strategic victory, the balance of power shifted decisively towards the Olympians. The giants' forces dwindled, and their morale plummeted as the gods continued to press their advantage. As the Gigantomachy reached its peak, the battlefield was a whirlwind of chaos and power. The skies roared with thunder, and the earth quaked beneath the might of the combatants. Every moment was charged with intensity, each clash echoing the struggle between divine order and primordial chaos. In a pivotal moment that would seal the fate of the Gigantomachy, Zeus faced Porphyrion once more. The two adversaries were locked in a deadly dance, each strike more powerful than the last. Summoning all his strength, Zeus unleashed a colossal thunderbolt that struck Porphyrion with unerring precision. The giant staggered, his immense form weakening under the relentless assault. With one final, mighty throw, Zeus's thunderbolt pierced through Porphyrion, sending him crashing to the ground in defeat. The fall of Porphyrion marked the culmination of the giants' rebellion. One by one, the key giants were vanquished. Their might was no match for the united strength of the Olympian gods and their heroic allies. The battlefield began to quiet as the remaining giants, demoralized and weary, could no longer sustain their assault. The sky cleared, and the storm that had raged for so long began to dissipate, symbolizing the restoration of order and balance. With the decisive victories secured, Zeus and the Olympian gods stood triumphant. The giants, once a formidable force threatening the divine hierarchy, were defeated. Their rebellion was quelled, and the supremacy of the Olympian gods was reaffirmed. The climactic battle had not only determined the outcome of the war, but also solidified Zeus's reign as the undisputed king of the gods. With the dust of battle settling and the echoes of clashing titans fading into the distance, The aftermath of the Gigantomachy revealed the true extent of Zeus and the Olympian gods' victory. The battlefield, once a chaotic arena of divine and primordial forces, now stood as a testament to the triumph of order over chaos. The defeated giants met various fates following their downfall. Many were buried beneath the earth by the relentless hands of Gaia, their creator, who sought to restore the balance she had initially disrupted. Others were transformed into geographical features, their colossal forms becoming mountains, rivers, and other natural landmarks that dotted the Greek landscape. Alcyoneus, the once formidable leader of the giants, was consigned to the depths of Tartarus, a dark and eternal prison reserved for the most dangerous of beings. This ensured that the giants would never again threaten the divine order established by the Olympians. Zeus's victory in the Gigantomachy solidified his position as the undisputed king of the gods. His leadership, strategic prowess, and sheer power were unquestioned, reinforcing the hierarchy of the Olympian pantheon. The gods' unity and collaboration during the war demonstrated the strength of their divine bonds, ensuring that Olympus remained a bastion of power and stability. Each god's contribution, from Athena's wisdom to Heracles' heroism, highlighted the essential roles they played in maintaining the cosmic order. The aftermath of the Gigantomachy had a profound and lasting impact on Greek mythology. It became a defining moment that underscored the supremacy of the Olympian gods over the primordial forces of the universe. This legendary battle was frequently depicted in ancient art and literature, symbolizing the eternal struggle between order and chaos, even as it avoided overt moralizing. The stories of the Gigantomachy served as a reminder of the gods' might and the importance of their reign in shaping the world. Moreover, the victory reinforced the divine hierarchy, ensuring that the Olympian gods maintained their authority over both mortals and other mythical beings. It established a clear boundary between the realms of the gods and the chaotic forces that sought to disrupt them. This separation was crucial in maintaining the stability and order that the Olympians brought to the cosmos, allowing civilizations to flourish under their watchful presence. Stay tuned to Mythos and Mankind for more captivating stories from the rich tapestry of mythology and history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss an epic tale.